Welcome back to your Wednesdays Loose Women Live. Joining you for a good old chin wag this lunchtime, it's Linda Robson, Janet Street Porter, Kelly Brook, and me, Colin Nolan. Thank you. Still to come, they met on the set of Dempsey and Makepeace. We'll be hearing the secret to Michael Brandon and Glynis Barber's enduring love when he joins us at 1:15. And speaking of love, William and Kate were seen looking very happy on a trip to Scotland as they celebrate their 14th anniversary. But is it possible to rekindle the honeymoon period? Janet. I'm going to Janet. We could be here a while. Actually, no.
No, you're not.
We're not. I'm not.
You're
I'm
giving me
saving
time to come up with my answer.
Linda, going to ask you.
What?
Sorry. I forgot to mention, I was so excited to get to Janet's love life. I forgot to mention about, what's this connection, Hollywood connection?
Well, my son Louis wrote a song. We're all Arsenal supporters, and my son wrote a song, but not about Arsenal, about North London where we live. And then the Arsenal supporters picked up on it, and then it's gone absolutely mad. So Arteta, the manager, FaceTimed my son and said, "Can we use your song over the Arsenal?" So now 60 or 70,000 people sing his song over the Arsenal. But Anne Hathaway, who I had no clue...
Shall I translate that into viewer speak?
Go on then, what is it then?
The fans at the Arsenal games sing your son's song.
60 or 70,000 people,
Yeah.
And now Anne Hathaway sang it, because I didn't know, but she's an Arsenal supporter, so she sang the song as well.
Let's have a look at the clip.
To me. Go on then, see the clip.
Let's have a look at the clip.
London forever, whatever the weather, these streets are our home. Yeah, the group chat's going off. Declan is the man of the game, I agree, Mom. Congratulations, lads. Especially Rice, especially Marino, especially Rice again.
That's lovely, isn't it?
Yeah, don't, because I'm going to start crying.
Oh, yeah, you must.
Oh, that's so
I am very proud.
Yeah.
Well, so you should be. You've got memories, haven't you, of going to football?
Oh, yeah, I think when Linda and I were growing up, it was very much a family thing. I went with my dad to every Fulham home game where we would go and stand on the terraces, and it was just a completely, friendly atmosphere. It wasn't... It was completely different to how it became in the 60s and 70s. I mean, I think what happened is that the gangs took over and it became a more intimidating environment.
There was like football thugs, weren't there, back in the day?
Football thugs. But when we were, when I was a little girl, 10 years old, going to football was fabulous. And my family were devoted Fulham fans, and there's a big division in London between North and South London, so I would never have spoken to an Arsenal fan. In fact, we wouldn't even talk. We wouldn't even talk to a Chelsea fan. Fulham fans were Fulham fans and Chelsea was Chelsea, and we thought Chelsea was a bit above itself because they have fans from all over the place. And as for the Arsenal, well, it was another world. But you were the same with Spurs, weren't you?
Yeah, no, so my grandchildren and my son-in-law are all Tottenham supporters, so practically I don't really want to talk to them anymore now. Really.
What about you?
I took my husband to the Euros at Wembley, you know, when it all just went a bit wild, and it was just after lockdown, and I just remember trying to weave my way through these crowds of fans, and I just remember seeing a fan with a flare up his bottom, and I was like, "This normal, Jeremy, it's what they do here in the UK, just keep walking." I've never seen anything like it. So what you were saying about that kind of hooliganism, and I think that's still a little bit and that makes me nervous to go because as much as I see families go, there's also a thuggish side of it that terrifies me. I don't want them to sing songs about me. I see what they say about Victoria Beckham. I don't want that.
Well, now it actually is time to talk about William and Kate. I just went ahead of myself. Are you all right, love? Do you want a tissue?
No.
Well, they are currently on an official visit to the Inner Hebrides, and as the Prince and Princess of Wales marks 14 years of marriage, they were described as being extraordinarily touchy-feely. So how important... Here we go, Janet. How important are numerous anniversaries?
I was dreading this. I went, I
I'm not.
don't celebrate any anniversaries at all. And the
You've
reason...
forgotten the names of all the ones
You
you've been
know,
on.
she's got a really good hack for anniversaries.
Right, I got married. I think I got married on the same day. Two of my husbands, but I can't actually remember.
Remember their names?
I remember the husbands' names, but I know it's about one wedding was definitely about November the 7th, and I know the other one was about the same time, so I would remember. And then the third wedding was on my birthday, so I didn't forget. And then the fourth one I've obliterated because I've airbrushed him out of my life, and I know that it happened after Christmas because I went to Las Vegas from the Caribbean, but then I can't remember anything after that. I just... but as for anniversaries, I can't really do it. I mean, the partner that I've been with for the last over 20 years...
He's a saint, that man, isn't he?
I walked into that one. Look, I'll take it from Colleen, Linda. We don't celebrate anniversaries. And the other thing about anniversaries, is it the first date or the first time you did it? Or were they the same day?
Janet, in mine and my husband's case, it's the same
on the
day.
same day. Well, that's easy. We won't be asking William and Kate that.
You see, this is why I love this show. Same day.
So, well, and it's actually
that's
etched
one way to
into my
remember it.
ring. Because when Jeremy gave me my ring, he put the date that we... oh, no, that's another ring. No, this is my engagement. This is the date. This is the date that we got married. So this is my engagement ring. But he gave me another ring, and it was the date that we met. And that was the day
He's really romantic, though, isn't he?
He's so romantic. Every year I get a photo book of our year of pictures and all the lovely things we've done. And it could be something really simple, like I'm just in the kitchen cooking with, like, the dog, or, do you know what I mean? Just, like, simple things. But it is, like, he's done it every year for the last 10 years. So we've got a lovely little library of books. So he's so romantic when it comes to things like that. I'm, like, numerically dyslexic. I can't even remember what day it is today.
Do you know what? It tells you something about my current relationship, that he's got more pictures of the dog. And he'll go, oh, look, Badger's 11. Do you know what he said to me? Like, it's quite recent. I can't remember the exact date. He went, Badger's 11 today. Oh, well.
He doesn't know how old you are, but he knows how old Badger is. But the thing is, you know, with anniversaries and all of that, and when you've been together with someone a long time, you know, Kate and Wills went back to somewhere that they went on a date 20 years ago, so that brings back memories, doesn't it? Do you think you can rekindle long relationships or have those moments where it feels like you've just met again?
Well, I had a disastrous anniversary one year because the kids sent us to a restaurant, me and my husband, probably about 6 o'clock at night, and then they said, like, come home afterwards. Anyway, I got back, we had the meal and everything was lovely, got back to the house afterwards, walked up the stairs, and about 50 people went, surprise! And I went, oh, no. Oh, no. Because I had work the next day, I was doing Birds of a Feather, and you had to be up at, like, 6:37. I thought, oh, you know what's going to happen here? They're going to all have, like, drinks and everything, make a right mess of the house, then I'm going to end up being sober and dropping them all home. And that's what happened. So,
Oh, but they were all there for you.
No, afterwards I said sorry to the kids and that, because I could see their faces and that, but at the time I just thought, oh, no, not today of all days.
Yeah. What about you, Kelly? Do you think you can rekindle, like, the honeymoon period of your relationship?
Yeah, I think it's really important. I mean, this is why, you know, another reason why Jeremy and I did Race Across the World and, like, run the London Marathon.
Can you two not just go out for dinner?
We can, but do you know what? Dinner is at home, isn't it? And everything's at home and everything becomes kind of like your norm and day to day. And you don't, you know, your wedding is such a big thing and meeting your love of your life is such a big thing. And you want to kind of recreate that in other ways in terms of creating different memories together. You do, you want memories. You want, like...
I agree,
Oh,
Kelly.
I think otherwise, how do you...
It becomes stale.
It becomes stale.
But I always think it's the one and it's the thing, but then it just runs out of steam, you know?
No, obviously.
But
I've
you've
got
got
all
to
the
work at
album.
it, Janet. You've got to work at it.
Do you know, I've got a whole
Obviously.
file in my filing cabinet called divorces, and, well, yeah, quite a thick file, actually.
Yeah, but maybe if you just spent more effort trying to rekindle it, you wouldn't have got divorced in the first place, that's all.
You should have run the marathon. I think, honestly, my husband looks at...
climbing mountains, you should have climbed your
Yeah,
relationship.
you look at each other. You look at
He nearly said something. You
we have to go to a break. But still to come, actor Michael Brandon will be telling us how a chance encounter kicked off his acting career and why he didn't think it would work out with his Dempsey and Makepeace co-star Glynis Barber, only to go on and marry her in real life. We shall see you soon.